October 1946, place Noakhali, Undivided Bengal. On the night of Sharad Purnima, the Hindus of Undivided Bengal gathered to celebrate Kojagori Lakshmi Puja. Lamps were lit, conch shells echoed, and the auspicious prayers filled the air. Until the radiant full moon of Sharad Purnima was eclipsed by the darkness of genocide. What began as a night of worship soon became a night of wailing. The sound of conch was drowned by the helpless cries of the Bengali Hindus of Noakhali. Today, the incident is remembered as the Noakhali riot, but in reality it was Noakhali genocide. The mankind has witnessed countless instances of religious genocide, and Noakhali horror certainly stood out. The Noakhali genocide was the aftermath of the massive failure of the Direct Action Day.
1946 ডাইরেক্ট অ্যাকশন ডের সময় রাজাবাজারে গরুর মাংসের দোকানে হিন্দু মেয়েদেরকে মানে হাত পা কেটে উলঙ্গ ডেড বডি মাথায় বুক দিয়ে ঝুলিয়ে রেখেছিল। ভিক্টোরিয়া কলেজের হোস্টেলে মেয়েদেরকে উলঙ্গ করে জানালার সাথে মেরে ধর্ষণ করে মেরে ঝুলিয়ে রেখেছিল। এখন বাঙালিরা সেসব ভুলে গিয়েছে।
Even after the bloodshed of the Great Calcutta killing, the dream of the Muslim League to carve the Islamic Republic of Pakistan with the entire Bengal was still incomplete. So, to monger fear among the Hindus of Bengal, they turned Noakhali into a land of horror. The flames did not stop there. The unrest spread from Noakhali to Tipera and soon reached Dhaka, Memansingh and Narayanganj, carrying with it the cries of countless Bengali Hindus and leaving behind memories that still haunt Bengal and India. 11th October, Amrita Bazar Patrika reported more than 5,000 Hindus were butchered. Suravardi, the architect of Great Calcutta killing, himself admitted that more than 9,000 cases of forcible conversion took place in Tipera alone. The genocide claimed over 50,000 lives across Bengal. Countless women were brutally raped, and majorly the Bengali Hindus faced the flame of this catastrophic incident. Even Sucheta Kripalini, a nationalist leader who later became Bharat's first female chief minister, was threatened that anyone who can defile her will be honored with the title Ghazi. And the pseudo-seculars in India still chose to call it a riot and not a massacre, not a genocide. Sadly, from Morijjhapi carnage in 1979, Bijon Setu massacre in 1982, Iqbalpur Mominpur incident in 2022 to Murshidabad exodus in 2025, Bengal continues to witness the repetition of the same pattern of violence. It is nothing short of a warning, a clarion call to the Hindus of Bengal that Bengal's past continues to haunt upon its present. If not addressed now, Bangla will soon become Bangladesh, where the majority Hindus will once again bear the brunt of appeasement and selective secularism.